I don't know. I gotta have my reasons, you know, but no hard feelings, you know. Of course, they say I'm still racer and cis. I'm still NOE no matter what. It's like the mafia. You can't leave. Anyway, so all right. Well, enough babbling about that stuff. Do any of you like really care about that? Yeah. Should I mention anybody else's names? Anybody else's channels? I'm probably forgetting somebody. Oh, and thanks, Frank of the Mountain, for coming by. Frank of the Mountain, the one person that, unless he's been creating those sock accounts. But I felt I didn't get any grief from him, and carried on through. And I want to say thank Frank of the Mountain that you've produced some wonderful little short videos in the past that I've got a real kick out of. And if there's anything that might unite us, our friends, is the dislike for that certain gentleman. Oh, yeah. Oh, and I suddenly had a craving for ham, but there's this ham shortage because somebody keeps stealing it. There's no ham around. And then this guy made a joke about candy ass hams. Now see, when somebody used that term candy ass as a term of endearment, my enemies use it against me. And so please, I was asking, don't, anyway. See what happens? This person has ate all the ham. There's no ham to be found. All right, anyway. All right, here's to you, Frank of the Mountain. All right. How can this be entertaining? Do you find any of you find it entertaining? I think about certain people now that I'm making Fez Night for. And I'm thinking, well, but I'm just trying to be myself. I was talking about stuff on YouTube because that was on my mind. And I did talk about some other stuff. But I think maybe I'm turning a corner. We'll see. Okay? I'm turning a corner. But I had a rough week last week. Yeah. Oh, and I went to the coffee house today, and she was there. God, but she's way too smart for me. She was talking about how she used a rare word, and maybe she's a medical student or something, but it was this word that describes a certain part of the skull, but she was able to use it in a sentence pertaining, and I can't even remember the word. It was like something like, it sounded like axiom, but it wasn't that word. You know, I wish I could remember her name, like Achacha's channel. She came by and left a comment on my page, a Halloween riddle, like what's a ghost's favorite food? Blueberries. And man, that girl, she's intimidating. She's a medical student or studying to be a brain surgeon or something. And she used to do these really silly kind of videos, but now she just does these time-lapse videos of herself studying and different things. And I'll tell you, I find her very attractive. She's got these awesome eyes, and but boy, what a brainiac! Somebody who marries her is going to marry very well. Anyway, all right, so okay, now on to the news. Thought I was going to talk about stuff in the paper a little bit more, but okay, let me grab the rest of the newspaper. Okay, once again, well, not once again, but this happens sometimes, that there's something that I see in the news. This hasn't happened a lot lately, but this caught my eye, and I found this like pretty upsetting, and also says a lot about our society, but I wasn't able to come up with a definitive conclusion about it. Because of course, I already have my own set opinions, but this also challenged my set opinion. And but this is like, this headline caught me. Ban on feces in cattle. Ban on feces in cattle feed urged. They're urging a ban on feces in cattle feed. Well, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why is there feces in cattle feed? And you read the story, as it turns out, it says a coalition of food and consumer groups. Oh, it starts out. A fight is, I'm not going to read the whole article, okay? And I should have took my highlighter and highlighted the best parts. But I'll just read the first paragraph. A fight is brewing over the practice of feeding chicken feces and other poultry farm waste to cattle. Okay? Well, I'll read more. A coalition of food and consumer groups that includes Consumers Union and the Center for Science in the Public Interest has asked the Food and Drug Administration to ban the practice. Okay, now this is the part that throws off a little bit. Now, those are normally the right players, okay? You know, a special interest group, consumer watchdog sort of thing, scientists, you know, the same people that are blowing, you know, crying about global warming, you know, certain group of scientists said there's a problem here, let's do something about it. And then there's a group of naysayers going, no, there's no problem, you know. And in this case, the naysayers is the FDA and also the beef industry. Now, maybe the FDA, maybe there's a conspiracy here. Maybe the FDA is getting a lot of money from the beef industry. Maybe they're getting pressure from them. But it's the FDA's job to watch out for people like that. But their science also says, look, okay, first of all, this is not right, okay? What they're doing is the poultry industry is gathering up like the feathers and the feed that doesn't get eaten and stuff like, I guess that falls through the cages. They gather this up and sell it to the people that make cattle feed.